Dear students, in this class we consider electrical safety, that is safety precautions. What are the safety precautions that has to be observed while working with electricity? So to begin with, always be careful while doing electrical work. We should be very careful while doing electrical work because we are dealing with energy and it is very dangerous if we work carelessly. So we should be very careful. Never energize conductors until you are sure that all connections are correct and there is nobody working on it. So don't switch on power supplies. Don't switch on service mains unless you are sure about the connections and things like that. This is a main switch. You can turn it on and energize a circuit. So while doing that, you should be very clear that the connections are correct and there is nobody working on it. That is very important. You should not tamper unnecessarily with any live electrical gear. That is another one. We should not touch unnecessarily with any electrical gear. Electrical gear we commonly mean the switch gear, electrical switch gears, that main switches, circuit breakers and changeovers, things like that. We will study in the coming years. That thing you should remember now is that you should not touch any live electrical gear unnecessarily. You should not touch because that can be turned out to be fatal if you make some careless mistakes. So very careful not to tamper with any live electrical gear. You should not disconnect any plug by pulling the flexible cable. Sometimes it seems easy to unplug by pulling the cord, but you should not do that because that can also turn out to be dangerous. So don't do that. Okay. Then switch off the mains before replacing a blown fuse. We will encounter these type of problems frequently. The fuse will be blown off when there is an overcurrent, overload or short circuit, anything like that. At that time we have to switch off the main switch. This is a main switch. The two main switches are here. So this is 32 ampere main switch here and this is 16 ampere and this is of a higher rating and this is lower rating. So now this is in off position. This is in off position. If this lever goes upward, then it becomes on. If we go upward, it becomes on, and if we go down, it is off. So we have to see that the main switch is off before replacing a blown fuse. Safety demands good earthing, hence always ensure good earthing. What is earthing? That you will study in the coming years in detail, but for now you just understand like this. Earthing is connecting the metallic part of an electrical installation to the ground. All metallic parts which are not supposed to carry current. All metallic part of the electrical installation which are not intended to carry electric current will be connected to earth. That is what is called earthing. By that way we protect the operating personnel and the installation, the equipments. So safety demands good earthing, hence always ensure good earthing. This is the pipe earthing. First one, this is the pipe earthing. Pipe earthing. And this is some sort of plate earthing. And this is mesh or mat earthing. Pipe earthing is used in household installations. Plate earthing is used in a little bit bigger installation, and mat or mesh earthing is used in substations. We need a very low earth resistance, so we use mat earthing. You don't have to care more about these type of earthings, but you just remember that safety demands good earthing, and so always ensure good earthing. This is the schematic diagram of pipe earthing. Schematic of pipe earthing. Okay. The earthing is discussed a little bit more in detail. So see this live L, this is the phase wire. Electricity comes in this direction, the electric current. And this is the load. This is metal enclosure. That is cover, metal cover. Every equipment may have a metal cover, or some equipments have some plastic or some cover of other material, but most of the equipments have metal covers, like motor, generator, and heavy electrical equipments, transformers, all have a metal enclosure. So the current is supposed to flow like this into the load, and from the load to the neutral. Through the neutral it returns. This is how a circuit works. Okay, the neutral is connected to earth, not at our premises. At the transformer or some other places it is done like that. So this is how electricity flows. And suppose, and you imagine that if there is a connection between live wire and earth. See, the live wire and earth is connected here. So what happened? Current will flow through the metal enclosure and it will go to the ground, provided the metal part or the metal enclosure is earthed. If the metal enclosure is earthed, then the current will flow to the earth. And if somebody touches the metal enclosure, nothing will happen. The circuit is safe. There is current will not flow through the man or through the personnel to the ground. It will not flow. Okay. it will not flow in this direction because what? Humans have more resistance than the earthing circuit. Earthing circuit is of very low resistance, that is about 10 ohm or something. I don't care about that now. Very low resistance. Earthing is very low resistance path. So the current always go to the earth if there is proper earthing, and the operating personnel is saved in case of any fault. See, in this case there is no earthing. See, there is no earthing. So the current will flow like this, flow from the live wire to here, 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 and if this load is low resistance, it will go like this. Okay, go like this, and another path is formed. There are two ways. See this connection, it is connected, and do you see any earthing? It cannot go like this. There is no earthing. So it will pass through the hand and go through the personal to the earth, because the personal is standing on the earth. Then it is very harmful to this person, and sometimes if the current is more, if the current is high, then he will be electrocuted severely. Fatal accident can happen. So this circuit is unsafe. See, this circuit became unsafe. This is what earthing means. So in the first case, due to earthing, the personnel is saved, and in the second case there is no earthing. So the personnel got electrocuted. So the circuit is unsafe. That is the reason we insist to have good earthing. So before using portable electrical appliance, ensure it is well earthed. This can be considered as a portable electrical equipment. If this is earthed, then we are safe to use that, and there is no chance of electrocution or getting shocked. Electrocution means getting shocked, getting electric shock, and in this case there is no earthing, so the personnel got electrocuted. Okay. Next is this: before handling an electrical appliance like table fan, electric iron, heater, etc., make sure that they are disconnected from the supply. So if we are taking the electrical appliances from one place to another, we have to disconnect the supply, and if we are servicing it, or if we are repairing anything, repairing something, we have to disconnect it from the supply. That is what is called handling here, not normal working. If we are working normal or operating normally, if we are using iron box normally, we have to plug it in. But if we are doing any maintenance or repair on the appliance, then we have to make sure that they are disconnected from the supply. You have to keep it in mind. Next, live wires should always be connected through the switch. So it is the simple circuit. You don't know circuit now, but see, this is a simple electrical circuit. We will give phase here and neutral here, and this is called switch, and this is lamp or anything like that, any load. So this is the phase wire, and the switch is connected in the phase wire. We can connect the switch in the neutral wire, but that is not advised. That attract some hazards. So we will not connect switch in neutral. We only connect switch in phase. That is the live wire. Phase we will call it phase as live wire. Live wire is phase wire. Phase and live are same. We use alternatively. Live wire, you may heard of phase and neutral, right? Phase same. Live and phase and live are same. Okay. Do not use pliers as a hammer, because we have to take care of our tools pretty good. So we should not use pliers as a hammer. Do not put a sharp edged tool in your pocket. If you do like that, that may injure you. So do not put a sharp edged tool in your pocket. In case of electric fire, do not pour water on the live conductor and the equipment, as it is dangerous. Why? Because water is a good conductor of electricity. Not pure water, but the water which is available is not that pure, so it conducts electricity. So never put water on electric fire. It will cause more fire. It will cause more damage, and it is too dangerous also, because the current can pass through the water and give a shock to the person who is trying to pour water on the electric fire. So instead of that, we use CO2, that is carbon dioxide based fire extinguishers. Carbon dioxide, CO2 based fire extinguishers. We use always carbon dioxide based fire extinguishers in case of electric fire. Also dry powder fire extinguisher can be also used. Dry powder fire extinguisher. We can use dry powder fire extinguisher in case of electric fire. We also we can use sand and things like that, but more professionally it is recommended that we use carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. There are so many types of fire extinguishers. You will study it in your higher classes. That is class A, class B, class C. You can see here, and also the also special type of fire extinguishers that is only used for electrical fire. So it is very easy to disconnect the best remedy is to disconnect the electric supply. We have to disconnect the electric supply and immediately then throw sand or dust on the fire. That may also work, but the first is we have to disconnect the electric supply so that the scene become free from electricity. So then after that, throw some sand or dust if there is no proper fire extinguisher is available. But in any case, don't use water. All fire extinguishers cannot be used to put out electric fire. Only carbon dioxide based extinguisher can be used for this purpose, that is for extinguishing electric fire. While working on a pole or tower, you must use safety belt and ladder. That is very important. While working on pole or tower, you must use safety belt. See, this is the safety belt. These workers are using safety belt. See, it is attached to his hip, and another one is attached to this place, and you have to use a ladder also. Ladder must be held by another person so that it does not slip away. That you already know that if we put a ladder leaned on a wall or something, it may slip away. So we have to be cautious against that by employing another person to hold that ladder so that it will not slip away. Okay, that is all about the safety precautions. There are so many other safety precautions also, but to start with, we are discussing this much. So safety precautions are not finished. There are so many safety precautions, but at least we have to consider these. So that's all, my dear students. Thank you.